guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a story time video. It's going to be about the time that my house was broken into while I was home. So I'm going to be telling you guys what happened when I was out in California. If you want to see this video, stay tuned. And you guys don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My goal for this month is 1K. 1K, well, not for this month, over the next couple of months. I would like to reach 1K subscribers, so you guys help me out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And also, don't forget to turn that notification bell on so that you guys can be notified whenever I upload a new video. Okay? Oh, and welcome back, subscribers. And hello to my new subscribers. How are you? All right, guys. So if you guys would like to see this video, just stay tuned, okay? All right, we're back, guys. Okay, so I was in California, you guys. I stayed out there all my life, like I stated in the previous video. And I was at home one night. I wasn't feeling well. I sent the kids to my mom's house, and they were all at my mom's house. And it was just me at home. So I had a 4-bedroom house. It was in a pretty decent neighborhood, too. So it wasn't like it was in a bad neighborhood. And like I said, I had the TV on, but the TV was turned down really, really low. So I could kind of take a nap or whatever, but I was just laying there just waiting to fall asleep. I wasn't feeling well. And I heard like, not like bamming on the door, like boom, 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 boom. And they kept bamming. So it startled me. And I was kind of low-key kind of scared, but I went to the door and I was walking to the door. They're still bamming on the door. And when I looked out the peephole, I saw a couple guys. One of them had on like this bright Coogee sweater, and I recognized one of them. So I'm like, why would he be at my door? Like, what does he want? Like, what's going on? Why is he bamming on my door like the police? So I didn't pay them no mind. I thought they were going to leave. So as I turned to walk back down the hallway, like, my door is here. You walk out. You turn, you go back down the hallway, and the rooms are over there. And then my living room's on this side, and I had another living room on this side. So I walked in. Before I even turned that corner, the guy in the bright Coogee sweatshirt had punched a hole through my window and stuck his hand in and unlocked my door. So my door is here, and I had a little window right here. Well, not little. It was like, you know, how they got one of those windows, so it was right there. And I heard the glass break. He had like something on his hand. I heard the glass break. He stuck his hand in, unlocked it. So once I heard the glass break and I looked, I was like, oh shit. So I hurried up and turned, and the first room I came to was my son's room. I couldn't even get back to my room. So I jumped in my son's closet. Now, I couldn't even shut the closet door all the way. So the closet door was open about this much. Like that much. So I jumped in the closet. There was no lights on in the house. The only light that was on was from my TV down the hall. Because that was still on. My keys were sitting on the dresser. My purse was in there. Like, my car was in the driveway. So obviously they knew I was home. And I knew who these people were. So I jumped in my closet. Okay. So I'm back. Somehow my camera messed up on me. Okay, so I'm in the closet, you guys. Like I said, the door was open about this much in the closet. So I could literally, I was like on this side of the closet, but I could still see like through it. So they came in with flashlights. It was about 3 of them. They came in with flashlights. And I could hear them. Like, I heard everything. They started out in the living room. They rambled through the kitchen. They came into the hallway, and then they went directly to my room like they were looking for something. They tore my room apart. They took all my drawers out. They flipped them over. They threw them out. They looked in my closet. They looked in my bathroom. They went through each room. So the room that I was in was closest to the garage, and I could hear them coming. Now, one of the guys, I recognized the shoes and the voice. It was my ex's best friend. My ex's best friend. And then the guy in the Coogee sweater was my ex's best friend's cousin. And the other guy, I saw him before, but I don't know if they were all related. But it was 3 of them, and it was 4 actually. One was in the driveway, and I could hear the engine in my driveway. So they ransacked the house. They came through looking for something. I don't know what the fuck they were looking for. My ex's best friend, He came into the room that I was in. He looked under the bed. He was looking through the drawers. He came to the closet. Now, mind you, the closet is still open. My heart is pounding. It is pounding so fucking hard. Like I was praying. I was like, God, I don't want to die like this. I don't want to get caught like this. And I do believe that had they caught me, they would have had to get rid of me because I could tell on them, because I saw and I knew who it was. So my heart's pounding. I hear everything they're saying. Like the guy's going through my purse, and it was going through my wallet, going through my jewelry, like trying to take my stuff. And then the other guy was talking to the other guy, and he was talking about like screwing me and doing all kind of stuff. So I heard all this. So when he walked to the closet, I think he knew I was in there. I think he knew I was fucking in there. And I think God answered my prayer, because I was like, I'm gonna die. I'm never gonna see my kids again. He walked to the closet like this. He walked up. He stood there like this with the flashlight. And my heart's pounding. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, he stood there for like a minute, and then he turned and walked out the room. Now, mind you, when he turned and walked out the room, he went back to my room where the other two guys still was. And he was like, the other guy was like, somebody here, her keys is here, her purse is here, the TV's on, she's here. And then he's like, did you check the rooms? He said, yeah, she's not in there. So I think he knew I was in there, but God answered my prayers. So he was like, we need to leave right now. So after about 5 minutes, I heard them all go out like through the garage, and the car that was in the driveway, they jumped in there. And when I heard the engine leave, I still stayed stuck in the closet for a good like 5 minutes. And then I was like, I was like hyperventilating, and then I was crying because I was scared. And then I freaking literally ran out of the closet, out my front door to my neighbor's house, because I was really close to my neighbor, and I was banging on the door, ringing the doorbell, banging on the door. So when she opened the door, she sees me crying. She's like, what's wrong? I couldn't even talk. I was like, oh my God. They broke into my house. And she was like, who? And I was just throwing up. I was crying. I need to call the police. So I called the police first, and then I called my mom. My mom come over with my sisters and her husband, and they left the kids over at the house. So while the police is there, and I mind you guys, the police ain't nothing. Like, they're crappy freaking. I don't even know how they work. So I'm telling the police what happened. They're like grilling me like I'm the perpetrator. Like, oh, well, what were they looking for? Why did they come in here? Like, grilling me. So I'm getting annoyed, and I'm just like, dude, are you going to take fingerprints to see who these people are? Even I already knew who it was. So she said, well, do you know the people? I said, yeah, I recognize two of them. And she said, you saw them? I said, one of them, I saw the sweatshirt. It was a bright Coogee sweatshirt. And the other one, I saw the shoes, and I recognized the voice. So I told him that's my at the time boyfriend, or whatever you want to freaking baby daddy, whatever you want to call him. I was like, that's his best friend. So they was like, well, what's his name? I gave him his name or whatever. Now, while I'm talking to the police, he comes in, he takes off whatever shirt he had on. He was circling my block. So he takes off whatever shirt he had on, took off his hat, and I'm still looking at these shoes when he walked up. So he walking up to me. I'm like, get the F away from me. Get the F away from me. And he's like, what's wrong? What happened? Who broke in your house? Like, he was trying to play stupid, as if I didn't know that you and your cousin and your buddy broke in my house. Like, I saw you, and I heard your voice. I recognized your voice. And I'll mind you guys, I had him and his family staying with me. I gave them a place to stay like 2 weeks prior. So whatever he was looking for, he didn't even have to do that. He could have just robbed me when he was living with me. So I don't know. But anyways, the police questioned them, and it was like, oh, well, we can't prove that he was here. You don't have cameras, da-da-da-da-da. If they were here, they wore gloves, and da-da-da-da-da. So the police leaves. So I didn't even want to stay there. So I go back. I'm like, Mom, I'm coming to your house for a couple days. Like, I'm scared. I had to board up the window the next day. I left everything wide open. And I went to my mom's house. Now, mind you, I knew he was guilty. He was blowing my phone up for a week straight, coming by my house for those days that I was not there. My neighbors told me, just like scared that I was going to like get him arrested. So he pops up at my mom's house, And he's like, oh, I need to talk to you. And I'm like, I don't want to talk to you. Like, I'm good. I don't want to, I don't want to talk to you. So eventually the next day we went back over to my house to board up the window, and I had my sisters come with me. So I boarded up the window, and I was like, that what if they come back here? Like at that point I was like, I want to move. Like I don't want nobody knowing where the heck I live. Like it was just bad. So I was scared. So I say a couple weeks after the whole incident, he came by my mom's house again. And I was like, not trying to talk to him, not trying to do nothing. He was trying to plead the fifth. Oh, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. And I know it was him. I know it was him. Now, his girlfriend at the time, we were like friends. So I called her and told her what happened. And it was funny because when we were talking, she said, what night was this? And I told her the night. And she said, that's funny. His cousin had on a bright colored Coogi sweater. And how would you have known that? So she was already like spooked by it. And he went MIA that night. So, and he was in her car. So I was like, I know it was him. Like, there's nothing you could have told me. I knew it was him. So my ex was in jail at the time. He wasn't around. So they knew that. So after a while, I had to go back home. The kids had to go to school. It was just a big mess. So I had my sisters come over to my house for a really long time. You guys, I couldn't sleep. Like I was really jacked up. Like I'm still kind of jacked up. So I had them come over there, and then he was like trying to talk through other people to talk to me. I guess he was scared that I was gonna like push the issue, even though I couldn't prove that it was him, because I had only seen it with my eyes and I didn't have cameras and there was no fingerprints left. So I hadn't really no way of proving it. So he denied, and then I guess his family was getting mad or whatever. You know how family does. So I was like, whatever. So I completely cut them off. Like I was like, you know what? It is what it is. So fast forward, my kid's father, my ex, gets out of jail. And at this time I wrote him, I told him what happened, and he acted like he was upset about it. And then he gets out of jail and he tells me, why am I lying on his best friend? He didn't do that. He wouldn't do that. I think he was scared of him, and that's the reason why he didn't believe me. To this day, he still hangs out with him. Like, that's his buddy. But I say, what would have happened if my kids were home? I wouldn't have been able to keep them quiet. They were younger too, and it was terrible. So I thank God that they weren't home. But like, wow. Like, so he never believed any of it. He didn't believe that it was him. He probably thought that I broke the window. I don't know what he thought. But I honestly believe that he was afraid of him. And that's why he just continued to be friends with him. Because we ran into him shortly after at the barbershop. And I was just mean mugging him. Like, I didn't want him near me. And he freaking reaches out to shake my ex's hand. He shook his hand. And I was so disgusted. And I was just like, dude, why would you shake this guy's hand? Like, what are you doing? Like, why would you do that? But that's the kind of person I was dealing with. So after that, you guys, I stopped trusting people. Like I didn't let anybody else stay with me. Like I wanted to move. Like I wasn't associating with people. It just really left a bad taste in my mouth. And I was always wondered to that very day, like what would have they done had they caught me? Like, what was your motive? What did you want and why? What would you have done? I heard what you guys were talking about, but would you let them do that to me? Like, really? Like my ex was goddad to one of his daughters, and he was goddad to my son. So I was like, damn, people are crazy. Like they are really grimy. And I was really sad. So, of course, you guys, if you guys don't know about my ex, you can go through my videos and look at those. But it was a tumultuous relationship. It was terrible. It was toxic. And I'm so glad that I'm not in that anymore. But it's just so much stuff, you guys, that you guys have no idea about. But yeah, that was my story time. Nothing ever came about of that. I did end up moving out of that house and moving to another neighborhood. Of course, he told them where I moved to, like always, like he really doesn't care. But yeah, that was my story time. All right, guys, if you guys would like to see more of these story time videos, go ahead and leave it in my comment section. I will be sure to check my comments. If you guys have some stuff that you want to talk about during story time, let me know, and I will go over that with you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like to share my videos, feel free and do so. Turn that notification bell on, you guys. I am trying to reach 1K subscribers in the next couple of months, and it is moving hecka slow. So I like to speed it up just a little bit, you guys. And I do appreciate you guys watching my videos. And until the next time, I see you guys. Bye.